Good afternoon, this is Media Center Ukraine Odesa, and our today's briefing is dedicated to current situation, security and humanitarian situation in the region. We're having with us Serhii Bratchuk, spokesman to the head of the Odesa Regional Military Administration. The floor is yours. Thank you. Glory to Ukraine. I'd like to welcome everyone. Thank you for joining this briefing. And now I'd like to share with you some details is for security and humanitarian situation in our region. The situation is fully controlled. The work of communal enterprises, the medical and social institutions, and in general all the important infrastructure of the region is fully maintained. All authorities continue performing their duties. Odesa and the region live normal life as for wartime conditions, and all of us continue to work for our victory. As for the large-scale air alarms in the region during the week, they are connected primarily with the activity of the tactical aviation of the Russian Federation. There is the threat of using operational tactical ground-based missile systems and the activity of the well-known MiG-31, which can carry on board a missile of the Kinzhal type. In view of these and based on the data of our military, the threat of enemy missile strikes continues to exist at a high level. The targets are administrative buildings and energy infrastructure facilities, as well as transport infrastructure, hydrotechnical structures, and sewage treatment plants. So everything that can bring grief to people and create an ecological disaster if damaged. That is, the goals of the Russians in the war against Ukraine remain unchanged, which is confirmed by enemy's missile attack at the beginning of this week. On the other hand, and this is important, our goal remains also unchanged, for the military to be ready and to destroy everything that flies at us, and for the citizens to follow safety recommendations. That is, not to give in to panic, act promptly in response to air alerts, signals, and everyone is well aware of these regulations. And of course, we should follow the rules and limitations as a result of the martial law. I'll also remind you that the stormy weather at sea increases the mine threat on the coast and in coastal waters. As for the grain deal, unfortunately, the number of ship calls to the ports of Pika Odesa to load agricultural products has decreased. In particular, in February, only 71 vessels were inspected by the Joint Coordination Center, which is located in Istanbul. This is 17 vessels less than in January, unfortunately. Such a negative dynamic is a consequence of the systemic destructive policy of Russia, which is aimed at inhibiting the inspection of waters of vessels in the territorial waters of Turkey. So I'd like to remind that now there are negotiations ongoing regarding the extension of the grain deal. I'm optimistic and I believe that the deal will be extended. Only 149 inspections were conducted in February, 173 in January against the planned 296. This tendency continues in March, but we hope that the situation will improve. In addition, the result of such actions by the Russian Federation is a stable queue of vessels from 120 to 140 vessels, and Ukrainian ports face the problem of a shortage of new fleet for loading. Moreover, 86 vessels heading for loading are awaiting for inspection in Turkish territorial waters. From the 1st of August, when the deal was launched, 814 ships have exported around 24.4 million tons of Ukrainian food to the countries of Asia, Europe, and Africa. And we hope that the grain deal will be prolonged. The sowing campaign continues in the region, and despite the severe weather conditions, Odesa and Ukraine will have their bread. As for other security issues, recruiting campaigns regarding the formation of the offensive guard and the Black Sea Siege Battalion are ongoing. So I would like to remind you that we are recruiting volunteers to these units, and I hope that in the nearest future we will be able to share more details about this battalion, including in the information about the training. That's all on my side. I'm ready to answer your questions now. As far as I understand, there are no questions now. Thank you very much for joining us. And the next briefing will be a presentation about the report of the ideological campaign with children on the occupied territories. Thank you.